And the reason why I personally could never date black women is because I'm too soft. I'm too soft to an individual, and they need somebody who's strong, somebody who's got that masculine essence, somebody who can put them in their place.
I don't feel like black women are in a position anymore to ignore what men are saying. I don't think they're in a position to ignore male leadership anymore.
Continue.
I personally don't have any skin in the game. But as you know, I'm trying to dedicate my time and my effort to moving forward and being solution orientated in the space. Right? Technically speaking, I don't even date black women, bro.
Then shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up.
And when it comes to these black men who specifically say that they don't date any black women, like a black women whatsoever, you have to look at the relationship with their mother or their grandmother or any of the women in their life.
Never date a black person who talks badly about black people. Being a black person talking about not being attracted to black people means you have some sort of internalized racism.
Guys, what does it really mean when some black men go on public platforms and boldly declare, I don't date black women? And at first glance, it might sound like just a preference, but when you listen closely, there is often a painful undertone, an undertone shaped by double standards, stereotypes, and sometimes unresolved personal trauma. We see it everywhere online. Black women's confidence gets framed as loud or ghetto, while Latina women or white women showing the same fire, they're called fierce and sexy. That's not just coincidence. It's a double standard deeply tied to internalized narratives about race and femininity. Now, before we dive deeper into this important conversation, guys, let me take a moment to welcome you all. Thank you so much for always tuning in, supporting, and engaging in the comment section. Your thoughts drive these conversations forward. So keep watching, keep sharing, and keep letting me know, your perspective. We are growing together, guys. We are learning. So yeah, keep doing what you do best.
I don't date black women.
Well, okay, that doesn't happen. Can you focus on qualities, not color, but qualities you don't like?
Okay, well, I don't like a loud woman.
Okay.
White women are quiet. Black women are loud.
Once again, I don't need you to mention or disrespect black women. There's loud women in every culture. So can you move forward without mentioning race or ethnicity or?
Okay, so I like a woman that's submissive, right?
Okay.
White women, they listen. Black women don't listen to me.
And the reason why I personally could never date black women is because I'm too soft. I'm too soft to an individual, and they need somebody who's strong, somebody who's got that masculine essence, somebody who can put them in their place. So for me personally, since I'm soft, like, I have to just deviate to other races. That's what you should say if you ever say I can't date black women, because the maddest thing is, you need to understand, you think, oh, if I go date white women or Asian women or whatever other race you might think, oh, that is going to be so much easier, it's going to be so much better. Brother, you need to understand, respect is earned, not given. I used to share this mentality back in school times where I was thinking, oh, right, like, I can't handle black women, But then when you get older and you realize that people will give you respect based on how you carry yourself, based on how you treat yourself. You understand? If you command respect, it doesn't matter what race you date, all of them will give you respect. But if you're somebody who doesn't command respect, you're somebody who's soft and you're somebody who's a pushover, bro, you're not gonna have a good time dating any race. It doesn't matter, bro. You understand what I'm saying? So personally speaking, I love all races. I don't discriminate. I do have a slight bias, but I'm not gonna say which one it is. But yeah, man, it's steady.
And don't get it twisted, bro. We do not care what race you prefer to date or who you like. Just don't hop on here degrading black women. Then it just be so unprovoked. Like, they'll be like, I like white women because black women, like, why they have to be your base? It ain't because you love her? I ain't even gonna lie. I blame they damn daddies, man. They probably was dogging out they mama, seeing that, then got one bad experience from a black girl, and then, and then the double standards be so weird. Like, I noticed, like, with Latina girls, if they, like, aggressive, they call it feisty and attractive. Then if it's a black girl, it's loud and ghetto. Like, bro, it just really be that internalized hate. They don't like they mama for real. And before niggas hop on here talking about I'm pandering, bro, look, I ain't none of y'all lame ass niggas. First off, my mama black, my grandma black, my auntie's black. the mother of my children is black. Like, no, bro. That's just what I stand on. But listen, keep playing in that snow and do y'all. Just don't bring up black women like I said. And remember, them white tears is real.
Never date a black person who talks badly about black people. Being a black person talking about not being attracted to black people means you have some sort of internalized racism. It's a preference. No. Subconscious level, they hate themselves. And because they hate themselves, it's not really like a safe situation for you to be in. And like, why would you want to have kids with someone that basically hates whatever your child might be? So if you have a girl and they hate black women, vice versa. If you say you're not attracted to black women as a black man, or if you say you're not attracted to black men as a black woman, you're not attracted to yourself. And if you feel some sort of like confidence boost because the person that you're dating is talking negatively about your gender and their race, like you need to question that as well, because you're carrying around some kind of like pick me, toxic, racially coded behaviors. Like that's just odd. But I will say stay away from those sorts of people, because the anger and self-hatred they have within themselves is just not healthy to be around.
One theme that repeatedly surfaced in this source is the categorical stereotyping of black women. Instead of seeing black women as individuals, some men lump them into under labels like too loud, too aggressive, too difficult. But here's the catch. Those same women don't apply this thinking to women of other races. For example, when a white woman or an Asian woman display negative traits, they say, well, not all white women are, like that, or not all Asian women are like that. But when it comes to black women, suddenly every single one of them is to this, to that. This kind of double standards not only hurts black women, it exposes something about black men themselves. Many sources suggest that these views often come from unresolved family wounds, such as difficult relationships with mothers or grandmothers. In other words, it's less about who black women are and more about how these men see themselves. The problem isn't black women being too much. The problem is men not addressing their internal issues. Now, let's get to the heart of this conversation, guys. The deeper consequence of these double standards and internal biases, and why they shape the way black women are perceived in dating. First, let's look at differential labeling of behavior. Think about this. A Latina woman raises her voice in an argument and she's called spicy or passionate. A black woman does the same and she's dismissed as ghetto or angry. That's not an accident. It's racial coding. They strip black women of desirability by turning normal human expressions into something negative when it comes to them, when it comes from them. This framing does damage in two ways. One, it discourages black women from being fully themselves because they fear being misjudged. Two, it creates the illusion that women of other races are automatically easier or better, which is not really, it's not reality, it's bias. Second, we need to address the role of internalized hate. Some men openly admit they avoid black women because they have mommy issues or negative experiences with black women closest to them. If a man saw his father disrespect his mother, or if he struggled with his grandmother's strictness, he may project those personal wounds onto every black woman he meets. This isn't fair. It turns a private pain into public prejudice. But what's even more revealing is how some of these men explain their choice. One source highlighted men who say, I can't date black women because I'm too soft. In other words, they believe black women require a man who is strong, dominant, and able to put them in their place. And here's the truth. Respect in relationships is not about race. Respect is universal. If you carry yourself with confidence, integrity, and self-respect, you will command respect from any partner, white, Asian, Latina. So when a man claims I can't handle black women, what's he really saying? I don't know how to carry myself in a way that earns respect. And instead of working on himself, he blames an entire group of women. That's not preference. That's projection. Now, here's another uncomfortable truth about this, guys. This double standard actually reinforce harmful racial hierarchies. When black men publicly dismiss black women, it's not just a personal statement. It feeds into centuries-old narratives that frame black women as less worthy of love, protection, and admiration. That hurts the entire community. Because if black men devalue black women, who is left to affirm their worth? At the same time, let's not ignore the irony. Many of these men think avoiding black women will make their dating lives easier, but the source commentary makes it clear: if you don't command respect as a man, your struggles will follow you into any relationship, regardless of race. If you are soft, insecure, or lacking boundaries, you will get disrespected no matter who you date. Which is true. So what's the takeaway here, guys? The issue is not black women being too loud or too difficult. The issue is how society and individuals frame their behavior. The issue is unsolved trauma, internalized hate, and the refusal to take responsibility for one's own shortcomings. And here's the challenge I leave with you. If respect is universal, then the work is not in changing partners, but in changing yourself. If you are a man who feels you can't handle black women, maybe it's time to ask, what is it about you that makes you think you can't earn respect? Because until that question is answered, no race of women will give you what you are looking for. Well, guys, that's my take. Let me know yours on the comment section. Also, remember to subscribe, like, and share as well. And until next time, bye-bye.